They say, like, when you go somewhere and they see you wearing the hijab and long sleeves, like, if it's the summer and they see you wearing long, they're like, why do they wear long sleeves? It's the summer. They should wear shorts and short sleeves.
Well, like, my sisters, they all wear the hijab. And, like, when they go to this, like, mall, when they look at the clothes, people just say, oh, really? You shop there?
If you're, like, at a mall, they'll give you an evil eye looking at you, like, why are you here?
Like, point something out. Like, if someone did the same exact thing, like, because I went to public school and someone did the same exact thing as you did, they didn't get in trouble, but the minute that you did it, the teacher would point you out and use you as an example. Sometimes you might get bullied in schools. I got bullied a couple times, but, you know, you get used to it. It's just because people are not used to how different other people are.
And, like, at a restaurant, they'll say, they won't give you your food first. They'll give it to the person who's after you, who's not a Muslim.
The hospitality is as great as they give to other people that aren't from our faith. Our food doesn't come as fast as other people, even though they come after us. People, whenever I walk into a room, like if I'm going to get breakfast or something at a restaurant, the whole room falls silent and everyone just stares at you like you're something different. You're not a human like anyone else.
And they ignore us. Like, if the person's like, oh, that place is wet, don't sit there. They ignore it, and the person they just ignore it. And then their child says, you know, they said this place is wet. They're like, I know, and they don't say anything to you. They don't even say thanks.
You think of you like you're a personal Wikipedia or like a Google engine when they come to ask you questions, and sometimes like. I'm not old enough to know everything about my religion. When they come and they ask me, like, is it hot under your scarf? Like, they want to ask you so many questions where if you mess up or if you say something wrong, you know that they'll take it personally. And it's kind of like you have to watch exactly what you're saying and make sure that it's correct, just in case that they look back at it and they see that, oh, he's wrong, and that's probably what all Muslims are like.
How they get these ideas, they just... If one person says them, the other person doesn't go and look it up. They just assume that everything the other person says is true, and because they don't understand our religion, and they think that because we're a different religion, that their religion's better, and like that.
If we don't clean our hands, they're gonna think that every Muslim does that. Every Muslim does that. If we say something mean to somebody, they think every Muslim does that. If anything we do, they think all the others are the same.
Some people are different than other people in general, even Americans and that too.
A lot of people are against us, so they do anything to make us look bad. Like, if somebody says, what are Muslims? If somebody has something against us, they might say something wrong, and that person might believe it, and they might not go and research it or go to a more reasonable source.
I think that the main reason that all Muslims generalize about Islam is, A, the media portrays us very badly, and it's hard to... We believe the media to be fact, so it's hard to just disillusion yourself from what the media and the government is telling you, and that's what people mostly trust. And also just general ignorance about what Islam is. And that's not necessarily their fault, because even if you do go look up questions, even if you decide not to listen to what people tell you and decide to go look up Islam on Google, on any networking sites, like the vast majority of what you read online about Islam is wrong. Even in our textbooks, there's some subtle mistakes and some not subtle mistakes, but a lot of it is wrong. And I guess this is a way that our community could do a better job, that we should inform people of what Islam really is, and I guess the best way we could do that is through our actions.
People think of us as if we do anything wrong, like even if it's really small, everyone in the religion is the same way. So everyone, that's how we're treated differently. If somebody from a different religion does something wrong, like a lot of people from Christianity and Judaism and a whole bunch of other religions, a lot of them have done stuff wrong, but especially if it's Muslim, they think of it as we're terrorists or everyone's the same way.
I also think a lot of it has to do with 9/11. Since 9/11 happened, like before that there wasn't much hate against Muslims, but since 9/11 happened, a lot of people saw that, and that was a big thing because a lot of people died. They just started believing this is what they do, this is what they know, this is what they're supposed to do, this is what their holy book told them, this is what their prophet told them, and they think that ever since then, because what they did was wrong, and then they killed people, and they think ever since then that's right, that's the only thing they know. They only know how to hurt people. They don't know anything about peace. But Islam within itself, Islam itself means peace. And they think that whenever we try to say something, some people, I understand that some Muslims, they're not good. There's always good and bad people in every religion. There's not one religion that's all good people.
If a Christian man does something, or a Jewish man does something, or an atheist man does something, nobody ever blames their religion. But if you see a Muslim man doing something, their religion is blamed when Islam brings nothing but peace if you truly look into it.